What's going on, brothers and sisters? Welcome to the ThanksKilling address with Professor Spira and Brother Air. And 2021, what do we have to say about 2021?
Well, it started off with a fire next door to me. I'm just so upset right now.
Yeah. So the next door neighbors, Brother Air, tell them about that. They what was going on? How did they
Trying to
put your life at risk?
Yeah, deep fry a turkey on the front porch, and ended up their porch was on fire. So I'm kind of standing there at the ready with my water hose to protect my house, because it's only 10 feet away. And the fire trucks pull up and they, resolve it. But just upset at how people will put themselves at risk for a turkey dinner. Put themselves and others at risk, and go as far as losing their place, like burning down to have a turkey leg. A fried turkey leg, or it's done got sickening. It's with the COVID. That's when it was apparent, all the it was almost like a pun, but it was almost like the masks were off.
Yeah.
At that point, because they were letting you know, like, look, we're trying to dope you up. We're trying to turn you into dope heads.
Mm-hmm.
And we basically are trying to extinguish you. And so when you see that kind of action that's happened next door, it's just it just makes you more, more seething to really really fight, like, okay, we are in a war. I mean, we are in a war.
Yep. And these guys over here.
It's no the gloves off. What do you say? Take the mask off.
Yeah, the masks are off.
The masks are off. And these people are trying to commit murder. And think about your position as somebody with faith, with all this faith and all these religions that we claim to be a part of, and we're so spiritual. And look what you are sitting dormantly, letting your future go in that direction. I'm talking about your children, just giving your children that's coming up over to them.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just sitting around not protesting or not, I'm talking about in a real way. I'm talking about like, with these jobs, and trying to get you to take 4 and 5 shots and and turn you into this real junkie, and you're just sitting there quietly, and then rationalize it by talking about your money,
right?
And you don't understand they're trying to thrust this thing into the next hundreds of years of real dope heads. And can you imagine if well, I don't think I just don't think nature is gonna let this happen. The nature of this is if enough of us align ourselves with our nature, we can foil their plans. But I'm just like really upset at there you go. Yeah,
like this
that's the way it looked. I want a piece of turkey that bad.
Yeah, I mean this is like a whole. This is a common thing that's probably a statistic we could look up. How many people burn their house down today?
It's pandemic.
How many people get trampled tonight, or I guess tomorrow?
It's pandemic.
Yeah. Yep.
No. So
yeah, see, deep fried, like that shouldn't even be.
This is the same. This is
and because you didn't even say the whole part. Like your next door neighbors had the deep fryer like that,
right, on
the front porch.
On the front porch. The front
porch is made of wood.
Yes, and the only kind of let's say saving grace is that it was raining today. So the wood was moist,
right,
and it couldn't like really take off, burning really.
Oh, here's like these idiots here on a wooden,
right, yeah,
wooden porch. They at least on the back porch.
And this is the same woman whose tree fell on my house. It was $20,000 worth of work having to be done, and she didn't have insurance.
Right.
Luckily, I had it. This is the same lady who takes those risks with her life and put me.
Well, and then she ended up coming over and telling you like, well, at least we stopped it before we got to your house.
Yeah. The fire. I just looked at her like, I mean, man, I'm just like, I mean, in a minute you're gonna see me like. Whenever you see a picture of me, you're gonna see like the Rambo bullets.
Yeah. I mean,
like across my chest, man. Like, I mean, like I'm at that point now. Like, right. Okay, let's get it on, man. It's done got to that point where it is sickening. My fellow citizens are fine with being turned into a zombie or staying in zombie state.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna have no feelings about about extinguishing what I think is putting me at risk in terms of life preservation. So it's at that point now.
Right. So, yeah.
It's on.
Yeah, was it the face masks are off?
Yeah, face masks are off.
The gloves and the face mask are off.
I mean, if you're gonna let them, if you're gonna be on the side of trying to kill me and my future generation that comes after me, then okay. What they say, have to have something you feel like you want to die for. Well, okay. I don't want to die, but I don't want to die by dying by my house burning up from a turkey fry.
From a turkey fry, going.
Yeah.
Going. Right.
Here's Spira is doing my eulogy of dying in a fire from a turkey. Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's ThanksKilling. The gluttony is on.
Mm-hmm.
Constipated. This is the most constipated day in America.
Yeah, most constipated day by far. Just constipated, the most psychopathic day.
Most psychopathic day. No good thoughts are happening.
You know, this is our Google, our little Google thing for the day.
Okay.
All this, and then we got this lie, this biggest this let's try to make ourselves feel better about genocide.
You can tell the 4-year-olds anything.
Oh yeah. Well, you can tell the 30, obviously the 30, 40, 50-year-olds anything.
Well, the 4-year-olds grow up to be the 30 and 50.
Yeah.
So, you give them.
That's a waste of some perfectly good grapes.
Oh man. Well, I mean, that's where we're at, man.
No one's gonna eat those. They're just there for decoration.
Oh no, they'll throw them at each other. They'll play mouth toss.
Yeah.
With the grapes.
Yeah. This is a day, and I particularly. Oh man. So yeah, this is what it's all about here. We put the face mask on the turkey until they kill it.
This is the day that if there's any day to protest those who you love, family members, I think this would be the day.
Yeah.
To really just like, y'all are foul and wrong, and especially through this pandemic, COVID scamdemic, pandemic, need to really draw your line in the sand about what direction and certain characteristics are not accepted. It's just, we're adults. Yeah. It's just some things that you just can't do. And we accept it.
Right.
See? So it's not enough people with those real militant thoughts about.
No, this is that's what I wanted to go over. That has reminded me. So in the Facebook group, I posted up a post, and I got some of the most soft baked little responses to it, and there are things that just kind of irritate me, because it's like, these are this is the vegan, so you can go off on that. The vegan. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna bring this post up so we can talk about this, because and so before somebody even complains, for this anything that you post on Facebook is public. I don't care if you think it's private, you think it's in. Now, this isn't a public group that, and then for some reason, because people were on there like, why would you repost it? Well, no, it's on Facebook. There's no assumption of privacy on Facebook. And these are public forums. You put something up on a public forum, then as long as then it can be used especially for educational purposes. And so that's what we're all about here. So this was the post. I know it's probably hard to see maybe, but this is something in a Facebook group called How Vegan Children Thrive. And I did blur out the persons. I didn't, because I'm not here to attack the mother, nothing like that. I'm just here to have a discussion, just a discussion. And so, but this mother said, shout out to our local children's hospital here in the Denver area. My 4-year-old son was there for 2 days for croup, and they made him his own special vegan mac and cheese by request. The chef said they just Googled a recipe and winged it. LOL. He loved it. It's the little things sometimes. Pray, heart. So I ask, is this how vegan children thrive? Vegan mac and cheese for a sick child who is in the hospital. Sad face. What do you think about this? What can be done to raise consciousness of vegan parents. You know how light that is. That's super duper soft that was. People acted like I was cussing out this mother. I blurred her out. I'm not trying to attack her. I'm just saying, how can we, in the naive Professor Spira type of way, how can we raise the consciousness of humanity?
Well,
I know.
You shouldn't have blurred her out now. It was gonna be like that. So
well, she never said nothing. This because I put this in the Professor Arnold Ehret Mucusless Diet Healing System group. So you would think that people in here supposed to be, but this
everybody
is learning. Yeah,
everybody that's in the group.
So here's one.
Real.
So this is Christina Rose. Not sure if you read the Mucusless Diet book, Christina. She said, "Good grief. The fact that a hospital was even willing to do this deserves some credit. It's not a perfect mucus-free lifestyle world, but small pockets of change from the norm needs to be supported, not demeaned." Now, what the hell about my post is demeaning? I'm not even I'm not attacking the mother. I'm not saying all I'm doing is asking a question.
Don't nobody give a rat's ass about how they feel.
And she got and not only that, she got 10, and now we got to call Randy out because he liked the post.
But we always calling Randy out.
That
ain't nothing new. I mean, I call Randy the instigator. So
yeah, right.
I mean, me and Randy go at it all the time.
So then was a Stephanie said, "Is there a reason he censored the name of the poster?" Yeah, because I'm not attacking him, and so, but left the child's face. She put this up on a public thing. So, like I said,
I mean, so you can be expected. Not everybody's gonna agree with your post. Right. That's what you do when you put it out there like that, and people might like it. Some people don't like it. But the people in the air, real practitioners,
right,
supposed to see this as it's kind of like out of the pan into the fire.
Right.
I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's nothing. And he's there. What did you say his illness was?
Croup cough. So just like real chronic, that's that like
that's like crazy mucus. Sound.
I mean,
like mucus in
that's like calcified mucus, just real thick, brown, dark brown. You coughed it up. It's like that dark brown stuff. So I used to have that all the time when I was young, growing up. So I'm very.
That's not what he's supposed to be eating.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
right. He don't need to be eating no mac and cheese. On no level.
No.
And
then Sherry said, well, if that's all the hospitals are offering vegan children, that's what they're going to eat. So the dietitian at the hospital should be more aware of the food options that they are giving for a plant-based diet. It's like,
well,
Kuka had to jump in and just
was this about the plant-based or was this about his illness?
No, not about his illness at all. This was all. Right. This was about. This is this new like this PC snowflake soft batch little culture thing that's going on out here. It's like where you got the softest, weakest, weak people. Well,
that goes with the scamdemic. You see how many soft people are taking the jab with no problem, rationalizing and saying they want to travel or they want the job. So, I mean, that just goes along with our fellow citizens. I'm glad I'm not in the trenches with them. You dig? So there's definitely the line in the sand, man.
I mean, it's deep, So I was just kind of amazed by that because see, my thing is, I'm always ready and prepared for that real, like, the you know, because I'm ready to do war with the folks that, you know, the deep fried chicken people. Like, you ready for that type of, like, you think those are the people that gonna be attacking you, like, oh, y'all deficient in protein and this and that, and all that kind of stuff. But then
the cattlemen,
it's the people that's say, oh yeah, the Cattlemen's Association. You know, that's what we ready for. Like, let's go. You know, come on. But then it's like it's these little soft days, you know, and that's it's just irritating.
You know, they say just that's that get along, you know, that's that get along thing.
You know, get along.
You know,
look.
Say something nice about the hospital, because, you know, we're paying the hospital.
They're
look at the services that we can pay for.
$4,000 a day they charging you to be at the hospital, and you don't think that you can request, can I get an organic apple, please? I mean, $3,000, $4,000.
Can you heal me? Can you?
Well, no, we already know they can't do that.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, just let me get an apple, or let me get the glass of fresh juice. That's sacrilegious. It's not allowed.
Oh man, where's you with an apple or orange, man? They'll make you sound like they'll make you sound. They'll be sending you to the fifth. To the fifth floor.
Right. The fifth floor. Right.
They'll be sending you to the fifth floor and be like, hey man, he needs psychological evaluation. He wants to eat just fruit. So, you know, we just gotta stay on it, man.
Yeah, it's always interesting, you know, because sometimes just checking in, seeing where people's heads are at. You know, that, as we say, the state of the mucus. This is sort of that too. Our ThanksKilling address also is the state of the mucus address for the end of the year here. So it's because when you got, you know, I mean, it's just that soft thing.
I mean, like we're full of hate now.
Oh yeah,
we're there. We're full of hate. You know. They try to, you have to be calm and you have to. No, we're full of hate now. I hate was trying to murder me.
Yeah.
I don't have no love for that. I have no love for this place. You know, I'm prepared not to enter where you want vaccination shot or a piece of paper saying I can stay out. I don't have to go.
Right.
Don't invite me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll tell them about your offer, your $200 ticket.
Somebody offered me a ticket to go see a show, and I'm down there at the venue. And they just kind of looked, and this was at the same time the place. That was kind of weird. I forgot to tell you about the place offered me some leftover food. The people in town is like, since I'm like family now,
right?
They come out with a big old bag of food and offer me, says, oh, she had some leftovers in there. No, thank you. And then the ticket was right kind of on the heels of that. And I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to participate. I'm prepared to, you know, not be invited to the reindeer games.
Yeah. I mean, we always had that attitude.
Yeah, you don't have to invite me.
Yeah, because I don't, you know, because if you partake, this is something I'm working on for Mucus-free Life. The next blog post I post up is going to be a compilation of I don't know if the vax whatever. This video is going to be tagged.
Vax gone bad.
Yeah, vax gone bad videos. And I got a whole, and I'm just, and this is only a few of the video. I'm gonna have probably about 60 or 70 of these, and this is just a handful of, when the percentage that they're not talking about, the percentage of people that die, the percentage of people that have life-changing.
They say these are fake, though.
Yeah, well, or yeah, well, good. I mean, there'd be, okay, yeah, you could say that, and we say that COVID-19 is fake.
It's fake, right?
Yeah, our word against word against y'all. We're still here. We don't have Bell's palsy face,
right?
And so I'm liking our chances. This one's
or speak properly. I do think this is a side effect of the vaccine, though no one can prove that. But I think it's fair to say I still would choose the vaccine, given that I have protection from something far more dangerous than this.
What do you think?
This is a side effect people need to be aware of, and we need more people to come together about its management. But it's important to know
management.
Vaccines still matter, and they protect you from something
it's gonna happen.
Than this.
It's just gonna happen. We have to be more knowledgeable about its management. We have to be ready to manage this, because it's gonna happen. And this guy, he got a little jab, and then that didn't end well for him. Watch over here. Boo! Oh, didn't do too good there. That little pass out, but yeah, like I said, I'm sure it's something else. I'm sure maybe he ate some bad. I don't know what he's eating. Some bad pus, and could have fell out. I'm sure it had nothing to do with that.
Oh no. So yeah, man. I mean, it's like things to do in 2022. It's like, okay, we're gonna up it. We're gonna get into a whole nother mode. So
yeah. So we will make the announcement here. I'm going to share the link. The Professor Spira Brother Air Fire Music Project website, firemusicprojectlive.com, is live. We're still kind of putting the final touches on it, but you will be the first to know about it and have access to check it out.
Okay, there it is.
And I'll show you guys.
And it's very colorful and it looks good, man.
So here's so this is when you get to the page. We put a lot of time into this slider. This is the website slider, and let's see, we got the little clips. These are those clips. I guess, did you seen this part? You still?
Yeah, I finally was able. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest performances of Fire Music Project. The fan was on fire. Fan was on fire there today.
Yeah. So I'm still working on the merch. So yeah, you hit the button and it'll be like coming soon, because I know people are like, man, I really got to get that Fire Music Project shirt.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get all that hooked up. Try to do that next week.
Somebody asked me about the shirts that Ethan and Josh was wearing at this show. I was like, we gotta figure them out, how we can get them,
Yeah.
So what did you do with a filter? You did something with a filter with that black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that looked pretty hip. And so yeah, and then you get down here, we have some.
Literally, like the whole in my head, I was like,
"There goes my mentee."
On the Fire Music Project.
It's like the best musical performance I've ever seen.
And that's my mentee that I haven't started with yet.
Mm.
I know.
Oh my God!
Evan is sitting around wondering, like, "Hey, man, when we're gonna start? We're gonna start, bro."
Right.
Switching through styles, just jamming. They got like jazz going, they the classics going. They got the African voodoo dancing going. You know what I'm saying? Big Fire Music Project.
That's me out here. The African voodoo dancing.
Did you check out
Fire
Music Project?
And I like that Vadim had just posted up with the today or the National Clean That Ass Day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Today definitely should be that.
Yeah.
So good.
That'll go down and as our National Clean That Ass Day.
Right.
No matter what day Thanksgiving is on, that's
National Clean That Ass Day. Yeah.
I thank Professor Spira.
Yeah.
For
So that's the site. So I invite everybody to come here, sign up for our newsletter, the our club, the fan club, and that way you join the community, our community club, and if you came to the Air Day celebrations for the past couple years, you'll see
a big poster of that. Right.
You see some pictures here. I put together a little collage of some of what this whole thing, or are you talking about just the
whole thing?
Okay, yeah.
That would be a nice big old poster on the wall.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. And then I should announce. So this will be the first ever announcing of the Professor Spira and Brother Air Ultimate Music Bundle 2022, because that's when most people are going to know about this. And so we have over 11 hours of music from the past 20 years of our collaboration together, starting with those early albums we did with the Breatharian Ensemble. And I know a lot of you know about the old Breatharian Ensemble days.
You don't have. I know you're not going all the way back to the Alley Cat.
No, not going down. Yeah, not going that far back. Yeah, we don't have to go that far back, but we
Alley Cat.
the Alley Cat. Yeah. No, we stay here with here's some of the cover art that most made all this cover art at different times. But yeah, Cry for the Ignorant, the Brother Air recorded after his first 8.5 month fast. That was the classic. And I was listening to that Rhinoceros again. I like that. Just that's a good going.
Yeah.
All these years later, it's just that real kind of avant-garde type of free thing.
I remember when we were recording that in the big old auditorium.
Yeah. On that
we had access to all of the orchestra's instruments.
Yep.
And the guy who hired us was just sitting there in the audience, just watching.
Right. He's he was just like, oh.
It was just one man in the audience as we recorded.
Yeah, we got the V was P-O thing. That was pretty much the first, or that's the oldest one on here. We got the psychopathic therapy session. There's some unreleased music that finally was released here.
Okay.
No one's heard yet. I don't even know if Brother Air's heard.
Some probably haven't.
Some of that I went ahead and put it all. I
think JD done moved back to Philly. I think he moved back to Philly instead of New York.
Yeah. And this is more like a bootleg. This is kind of a bonus. There's some clips from the first What You Will festival that there's really. I just like the spirit. I mean, we was just we was on a whole other like,
yeah,
you know, we was just in this thing. That might have was at the last, that might have kind of the last Breatharian Ensemble live. Might have been our last live.
that might have been the last time.
Yeah, I mean, we had got together, I think, since then, but
yeah,
I don't think we performed as
no.
since then. So that's another reason there. And then of course we got the City Nights live when we was on the City Nights TV show.
Oh yeah.
And also on the website, I'm gonna have a blog of my musical writings. A lot of people know about my health related writings and don't know that I also write about music. And so I want to do that and sort of shape, just to shape and educate, because we really need this cultural push in this art and this arts push in the community to really, and that's because you don't
an honest arts cultural push about honesty, because you know the artists are shucking and jiving and not being honest anymore,
right?
And that is just very uncharacteristic of the jazz creative artists, you know. Art Blakey and Dexter and them guys were
because here
more they were
that's a because the question would would Art Blakey and Mingus be going in with face mask on to play as Smalls, you know? Like,
right, no, man, I mean,
you know, like who, like you see is Archie Shep going in with a face mask, you know, in 1970 to play at the the knitting factory.
Man, they're not even.
And so and that's something that we've been watching as jazz musicians. I've been checking out these live streams going on in New York.
New York is just
done.
Yeah, it's just stay away from New York. Put it like that.
Yeah, right.
Stay out of New York. It ain't nothing there.
We know there's a lot of y'all are watching from because a lot of y'all are watching from New York, and
move.
Florida's looking awful nice right about now.
The Big Apple is the little acorn now. There's nothing happening in New York.
Right. Yeah, Reese. Now the Fire Music Project performance from Era Day is not in that particular bundle. That bundle is basically kind of everything up to Fire Music Project, and then last year's or 2019's Era Day celebration Fire Music Project. That the full video of that is in the Era Day library, and then. This year's haven't been fully released yet, but follow us on the Instagram Fire Music Project Live, Instagram, Facebook, and we're going to be putting up a lot of stuff from Era Day from that performance there. This blog post, this was actually something I created. This was last year, and I organized a demonstration on July 4th outside the State House for all musicians, because back then there was all the protests going on and all this stuff, and so I was like, we need the artists and the musicians need to do something, because they weren't doing anything, and it was just people just taking to the streets, and I was like, man, we got to infuse a little of this history and bring it, kind of try to bring it full circle. So this was my attempt.
The artists want to be famous, man. The artists don't want to.
But this is for people that really want to get a nice little bit of some soulful education. This is, I put a lot of, this is essential listening and watching for anybody that's halfway thinks they're a revolutionary, or, so we got the Strange Fruit video out, John Coltrane's Alabama, Don't Let It Happen Here, Charles Mingus, Fables of Faubus, Charles Mingus, the We Insist album, the Prayer, Protest, Peace, Max Roach, Freedom Now, Sweet. We got Mississippi Goddamn, Nina Simone, Rasan Roland Kirk, Volunteer Slavery, Malcolm Semper Malcolm in Fire on the album Fire Music, Archie Shep, It's Nation Time, Amiri Baraka, Certain Blacks Do What They Wanna, Art Ensemble Chicago, Niggas Are Scared of Revolution, Last Poets, and the revolution will not be televised. Gil Scott Heron, say aloud, I'm black and I'm proud. James Brown. That's your assignment, everybody. That's your homework.
Even if you're not black.
Right. But that's your, I gotta put my picture here. But yeah, that's, and then several days before the musical demonstration, they took down the Christopher Tyrant Columbus in the city of Columbus. You know, they took down his statue, and so I had to say something about that.
Oh wow!
Here,
okay, well, that's
so you know, so this is your homework. Check that out, and because this is the vibration. It's like people need to. What I want to try to do is get people to make the connection between having, and that's all actually why I put this clip here. I hope it don't get.
Tell me, Sunra, what do you think about all these people down here? They seem so depressed.
The people have no music that is in coordination with their spirits. Because of this, they're out of tune with the universe.
Yeah, that to me, that says it all right there. People do not have music that's in coordination with their spirit. And so people are totally out of whack. When you get the vibrations right, and you combine getting the right vibrations with practicing the Mucusless Diet Healing System, that's
the only way. That's the only way that you're gonna attempt to get the vibrations of the music right. Is you got to get the blood right.
Yeah,
you got to get the blood right. So, what we're doing now, you know, in terms of all these musicians and artists and virtuosos, they playing this doo-doo music. Nothing but doo-doo. All through, you know, nothing but parasites.
Yeah.
And so that's why it doesn't affect anybody. And, you know, it just doesn't.
I mean, it doesn't affect anybody on a profound level.
On a profound level,
it might have a few babies be.
Well, but it's not elevating. It's not
elevated. Yeah, it's
elevating.
You know,
it's degenerating. It's degenerating.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but that's that low level, low vibrational frequency. All is basically the stomach and lower.
Yeah.
This is all it's stimulating. It's stimulating the stomach, stimulating the genitals, and that's it. Pop. Just watch your pop music, and that's all you're gonna see. You know, and then turn on some John Coltrane and see that's stimulating the, you know, for all the chakra people. That's right up here. That's the crown chakra immediately. Like immediately opening.
No demonstrative thoughts when listening to Alabama.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna get, you know, when you listen to Love Supreme, you're not gonna get no demonstrative thoughts.
Right.
So,
and so I see folks are talking about their fast. Guy says he did a partial fast today. We got
okay.
The Jennifer said, I'm planning in the next month to do 72-hour juice feast.
Invite me.
Leading up to December, leading up to the
juice feast. Okay.
Feast. Let's see. Daryl said, I dry fasted today. Want nothing to do with this day. I feel you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro.
So this is my 8th day. I've been doing a little 8-day thing.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, beautiful, man.
And
good.
So that's so you know, feeling good. I just did an enema. I think I did I put 7 lemons in that one.
Oh, okay.
Right before this, and so I was like,
clean that ass.
Get ready, you know.
Clean that ass day. So clean that ass every day, especially today.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So if anybody else that's fasting, say something in the comments. Let us know what type of fast you're doing.
Yeah, man. That's a good thing, man. We're glad so many people really, you know, getting that and really connecting with that whole fasting piece, man. That's great to see, man. You know,
Reese said he's fasting on orange lemon juice today, eliminated some wild mucoid plaque. Yep.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, it's like look what's to come, you know. Good things are gonna come, man.
Yep.
You know, Reese is one of them cats, man. I'm looking for great things to happen. He's one of those guys that when you hear me talk about, let's have this conversation in 10 years.
Mm.
When I don't take too many people too seriously when they start talking about the practice of Mucusless Diet.
Mm.
I mean, I'm serious, but not, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, you have to be convinced, and only time can convince you.
Yeah, I think Reese is gonna be one of those cats we're gonna be talking in 10 years, and it's gonna be, you know, real intense. I think he's gonna be one of those lifers, you know. And yeah. So that's cool.
Lori says, released a couple 10-inch parasites with an enema this morning. About to do an enema now. All right.
Ooh,
that's what's up,
man. You getting deep. You're getting deep in there, man. Getting deep into the blood and man, keep trying to get those parasites up and out of you. Cause if you got those, what you said, 2 of them, then you can bet us more.
Yep.
So keep on cleansing. You know. If Takora was here, she'd be like, do another enema now.
Yeah, well, she's saying it's what she's doing. She's about to do another one now.
Oh, praise. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's what she said.
All right. There you go.
And the parasite lifestyle that most people enjoy, that don't even know they got parasites in them, and they're
well, that's the ironic part about it is that you don't.
That's how they want to cure. So the progressive people, they want to cure their COVID with some kind of with the anti-parasitic, you know, some kind of dewormer. I can't say the name. They'll literally take if I say the name of the drug, they'll take this video down. Because it's crazy.
Let's just call the drug insane.
Yeah,
it's an insane drug that they are trying to use, or whatever they think they can cure themselves with is just insanity. And you know, so it's insanity now.
Yeah, it's you know, it's always good to get this stuff out, and I would think you'd want to get this out, but if you're eating.
So is there anybody that's listening on the chat that has any of their Thanksgiving ThanksKilling tales to tell, like I had the fire?
Yeah.
Is there anything that's happening or happened, or you know, with your families, with your extended families? What's that? What is that about? You know, what's that relationship in terms of today? How has that meeting been going on, or that, you know, they're getting together or whatever? Or they, you know,
you want to hear ThanksKilling stories,
carnage. Yeah, I want to hear ThanksKilling stories, or how begrudgingly you're at the I mean, like even right now they're probably at the house, you know, at the place of
I mean, there are folks that are
they
just
watch it on a phone.
on
the phone.
And like there's some folks watching, they waiting for the. I guess I heard a lot of the Black Friday stuff is they're canceled tonight. They're not doing them late night, I guess, as much anymore.
Oh, okay.
And they're trying to get everybody online, and with having everything shut down last year, so now you can get all those deals online now. All your Target and Walmart deals that are not that great, not worth trampling people.
Well, no. You know, I mean that only happens at the Who concert and the Walmarts. You know, when
it just happened again at another concert. Somebody is a pop person. Somebody could put it Travis? No, I think it was Travis Scott concert, because that was I did that McDonald's video with the Travis Scott thing, and I think some little child, like a child or something, got trampled.
Hey. See, and that's pure mucus and pus. No reason for this.
Right.
For nothing but mucus and pus. And like we always say, take mucus and pus out the equation.
Remove, because we have an updated SAT question. So before it was how many pounds, if you had a joint session of Congress, how many pounds of uneliminated fecal matter would be in the room. Now we want to ask a joint session of Congress, how many intestinal parasites are in the room.
Ooh,
so that's exponential now. So now we're talking, millions and millions.
Is there an answer for that?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a big number. It's gonna, it's an astronomical number of this.
You all get a.
And that's why I got this up here. I want everybody look at. I want, because you got to look at this, because a lot of y'all aren't looking at this. You should be having this come out of you. If you're not, get to work.
Yeah.
But understand, this is what's running the show.
Right.
See, what a lot of the folks of conspiracy kind of people and that kind of stuff, and they want to blame it on everything but this.
Right.
And I'm saying, start with this. If you want to make a conspiracy, make it about this.
Yeah.
Make it that if you want to say that these are the aliens that are programming, then these are the aliens.
These are the aliens.
Make it be about this. Put this up in your article.
These are the aliens trying to take over the planet. And they've done it. They've done it.
Yeah,
they've done it. We're rolling in their direction.
Yeah.
Some of us,
or
most of us, are doing just what they want us to do. Look at little shrivelly thing running you.
Yes.
Running you. That's why you stimulated the woman to take a brick and throw it through the guy's window, car window. There it is.
Yeah. Well, now we got
or the guy the guy down on the bridge throws the mother over the bridge.
Over the bridge.
Why the baby is
well,
still,
I mean, and the recent one is the did you see the dude that ran over people in the parade? It was
no, speaking of a parade, did they have the parade today?
Yeah, they had the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was, just marvelous. A lot of happy.
Last time it was pathetic. I remember
it's even worse. I looked at a couple clips earlier just out of for fun.
They had the floats like 5 feet off the ground, just dragging them because the wind was bad. So it was just stupid looking. I mean, it just looked so stupid. I mean,
yeah, they're here. on last time I played it, it got hit by the copyright. I'm gonna play a little piece of it. But what was interesting in this one was that so if you would watch it, all of the famous people and the celebrities and the politicians and all these people that were sort of waving to the crowd, and they had their little cadence, everything. They would wave, hey, and point like every 10 seconds. Hey, how you doing? Hey, yay, you, I know you. Hey, everyone, they would do that. Now none of them had a face mask anywhere in sight. All of the no face mask on the ruling class people, but the people that were dragging the floats, the float people that just sort of look like slaves, they all had face masks. Like none of them didn't have a face mask. Let's see if you get a shot of them here on this.
Okay.
Like all these people down there.
Is this today?
Yeah, this is this year's. Yeah, so this, that's Sonic.
Okay.
Then we got like, this is such a get your.
Is that ice cream?
I mean, this is like the lonely, ugly little ice cream float, like just like But look at all these people.
What city is that in?
This is New York.
Okay.
Yeah, Macy's Day Parade. And so the 95th annual. So look at all these people. Every one of them not only do they have their face masks, and they're all matching, they all have the little slave outfit. They all got them all the way up over there, like 100% compliance. You can't find someone not complying. But then if you let's find one of these some little BC level celebrity somewhere. Well, so goofy. Such a goofy. Let's see. Okay, here's celebrity. Who's this? This Miss America. Where's Miss America's face mask? Why does all the underlings have the face mask, but not Miss America? Not somebody that's on the floor waving and pointing.
We have to see her full face.
But that's not safe.
Because that's what she is, Miss America. This is the face.
The face of America.
Of America. Of a whale America. She doesn't.
Here was the one black character for the whole float.
But dudes, okay. Well,
we got Jolly Green Giant with the some black dude on the back.
I mean, is the Jolly Green Giant still such a?
I mean, it looks horrible.
A figure that they would build.
That looks like some high school made for like prom or float, homecoming parade. Like that looks horrible.
Jolly Green Giant, man. Come on, Jolly Green Giant was, man. Who knows who the Jolly Green Giant is?
Yeah, and then they got the random. I guess he's probably an actor or something. He doesn't have a face mask. Where's it again? Now you don't have a face mask. All these people down here, all the happy slaves, they all got face masks.
Yeah, well, that was what the requirement to be in the parade. They probably put that as a requirement. You got to wear a face mask.
Yeah, unless you're a celebrity.
Yeah,
and you're on the main float. You better have your face mask. They probably all they could have surprised they don't have like a necklace or something that has their passport on it, to show compliance, or maybe you get a nice armband or something to show compliance. Your vaccine.
Calvin Klein and them are designing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Prada. So.
It's just such a waste of money and time, and just
it's not even entertaining. It's just it's stupid. I mean, I guess we say, well, the kids don't even get into the kids.
No, the
kids is into video games and looking at stuff from a digital standpoint. They don't see this real time stuff, man, like that. They,
So this is how you know if somebody's important or not, if they're wearing a face mask. If they're not wearing a face mask, that means that they're important people. And so these are important. These are important people here. This is like a band or something. And so they didn't have to wear their mask.
Okay. All right.
Their muzzle on.
I'm kind of getting depressed, man. You can take that.
Yeah.
Man, enough is enough of that. That's same old rotten, disgusting traditions that we've been doing for years. And so, I don't know. The big, we have to have the big college prank, man. How they foil the parade, in the movies. We have to put it together next year,
Reese said the only thing the people on the floats are missing is a whip. The throws smiling without a face mask, and the slaves that are pulling the float along have the muzzle.
Well, they just have the whip off camera. You couldn't see it. It was there.
It was there.
It was there, believe me. So,
and I can't play audio, and we didn't even need to play audio. If I played audio, it gets hit with the copyright. But that's always, that grits your teeth, just because it's that false positive type of fake happiness. Like, we're
right, yeah.
Oh, we're back to normal, and
That's all the dope addicts cheer. Throw up your hands and cheer, because you're so full of dope that we're back to normal. Back to, was that normal? Everybody been shot up now and full of drugs. So
I mean, that's, of course, that's the rule now. Is all right, I got to show this last clip. So we got our buddy. This is Ronald McDonald holding a heart. This is the heart. He is going to attack. This represents all of the hearts that this clown has helped come to an end. He's just got that. He's got the heart right in his hand. He's about to just squash it. It's like, just happy. This psychopathic clown. He's just about to take your heart.
So is that a gesture of what they are calling love?
Hey, I guess. And then you got, I don't know what type of red hair this guy, this old like
that's
50 Cent. This
Joker, is that the like Joker and the Riddler?
Right. This is the unemployment line level. Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, really.
Where he's just like, I mean, this is.
Aren't they paying like $30 an hour or something?
Yeah, I mean, that's about right. For this must be what he's making, because that's about what he's bringing to the table here. And where's your face mask, Ronald? Where's your face mask? Grimace don't got a mask.
You wouldn't be able to tell that was Ronald.
Now the Ronald slaves, they all have masks.
Oh on. Yeah, of course. They're nothing. They're nothing. You know, so.
It's the truth that, yeah, the clown is passing out heart attacks. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
You know, here
come. We'll destroy you. We will destroy you. Come and see us. We're on every corner. The arches, we're on every corner. We will destroy you.
Yeah.
So, you know, have a good day or whatever. What was that?
Billions and billions served. What
Yeah.
you said,
Billions and billions of those buried.
Yeah, well, you said, can I place an order for 1 billion coffins?
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
That's about right. So it's so yeah, I mean, I guess people who've never seen us before do these videos, I guess you could figure it. We're kind of peeved at the scamdemic, and you know we're a little upset at watching other folks kind of play this game and put everybody in this kind of well, it's not even a survival mode. We feel like we have to jump into survival mode now.
Right.
You know, it's people just throwing away their lives, man. You know, like, oh, give me some death here. I'll take the shot.
Right.
It's almost like annihilation. I like suicide. Like you're literally committing suicide because you don't know if that shot would take you out instantly or in a year or 2 years or you know, it's kind of like what was like the time released
thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's gonna be that's gonna be something to watch come in the next couple years.
Oh yeah, definitely, and we're watching it now, man. I mean, it's people that are sick and not feeling good, and those who have quit their jobs, and you know, there's those who have quit their job, and there's those who have quit their jobs because they are forced to take, you know, they're forced to take the jab, but a lot of folks should have just been quit their jobs.
Yeah.
You know, before they were forced. You know, and so sometimes your faith is kind of that kind of reacted on that kind of emotion that you go through when you are faced with those kind of you know, it's like, do the right thing, man. You know, come on.
Nah, man.
You're not supposed to be working for somebody for 30 or 40 years, man. Come on. The hell works for somebody for 40 years?
Yeah, but what are they gonna do? It's like, you know, it's like you say, it's more than an ocean. You know, people. It's like,
I mean, what did you do to get this job? Put in an application. Nothing more. Most people aren't doing careers. Most people are putting in applications.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't get the job, they don't worry about it. If they get a call back, they get the job. You know, I'm just saying, you know, it's like.
Yeah, well, but I mean, it's a mentality that has to
it's a slave.
That few people have, you know. Yeah,
it's a slave. I'm a happy, and what happens is you become a happy slave. There's nothing like a happy slave. You know, we've been put in this cage called America,
Yeah.
So we slaves, but we're not happy slaves. Shit, we're not happy about it.
Right. Yeah,
I'm just so sick of being around these old happy slaves.
Yeah.
That's what's making me so sickening. Because they try to bring some normality to insaneness.
Mm-hmm.
And make you sound like you are the one that's having problems or crazy. So I'm just, I'm just really on the happy slaves.
Yeah.
Those who cheer.
And for people that need the history, if you need a history lesson on happy slavery, then you might be a happy slave. It's like,
I mean, we can name them off. You can see them all that whole entertainment, that whole Hollywood thing, the whole celebrity thing. Those are happy slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody with no sense want to be a part of all that old wicked sickness. But then people with no kind of constitution and no kind of heart and a fall for anything and a do anything based on money and influence. That's where you go. You go to Hollywood or go try to, we were talking about the artists.
Mm-hmm.
It's the happy artists.
Yeah.
The happy artists now. We're the happy artists. Everything is fine. I'm not against anything. I'm not for anything. I'm just happy artists. Scared to talk about see what Dave Chappelle just did.
Yeah.
And people, I was there. People just came out of that show, man, so disappointed. Like, dang, man, I paid $200 to see a documentary.
Yeah.
So,
looks like we got to address something in the comments. So, people bringing up the word calories in relationship to Arnold Ehret. Arnold Ehret never, he did not believe in the calorie theory. When he brought up the cat, like he just dispelled that. He brought it up once.
What are they saying that he?
So I think someone asked if they could have coconut water be considered a water fast. Then Ernstad said, no, coconut water contains calories not suited for fasting. Then
so that's somebody answering.
Then Sajtananda, that Arnold Ehret suggested water mixed with lemon juice, which he considered a water fast. So from that perspective, we can deduce that coconut water would be similar.
Yeah, but drink some coconut water. Go ahead, man. I'm not that much of a stickler.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one of the things that I addressed in the beginning of rational fasting and mentioned it in the annotations of Mucusless Diet Healing System. Arnold Ehret's definition of what a fast is decidedly not narrow. On purpose. It's not this strict, like it has to be all dry, or it has to be all water, or it has to be long. Or it has to be long. Yeah, no, it's and so I encourage everybody reread Rational Fasting and in the fasting sections of Mucusless Diet Healing System and dispel with some of these, because that's the modern day, like that concept coming out of the restriction of calories is fasting. That's that thing. We don't deal with at all. And like truth.
Just don't drink Mountain Dew.
Don't fast on Mountain Dew and Coke and Pepsi. And, or what's the bread and beer fast? Somebody that we know
Oh yeah.
An acquaintance of ours told us he was fasting on bread and beer.
Okay.
And so like he was serious. He's like, man, I did this little bread and beer. I was just existing on that for a few weeks. I'm like,
okay.
Okay.
You can't even answer back with that. You just,
right.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Wow. That's deep. I forgot about that. Unexplained phenomena, you know, that you just run into with that. So yeah, man. It's and if you can keep this fast going, if you fast a day, you know, maybe keep it going another day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe keep it going 2 or 3 days, you know, just
but then also be mindful, don't push yourself too far to where you lose control. And that's where the art is of it.
Right. Don't get on here and say you're gonna fast till Eric Day.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Get in trouble, man. You be like, oh man, whatever. So yeah, just a couple of days of a good cleanse, because it's really a good fasting to me is just a good cleanse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A good cleanse and rest for your organs. Gives your organs a rest. So
yeah,
people don't look at it like that, but
no, they
don't look at giving your organs a rest because they're always functioning.
Well, yeah.
The only organ we can't give a rest to is probably your ears, because you're always hearing sound. You can't cut off sound.
Yeah, when you're sleeping, you're not not processing the sound unless it's like really loud.
Well, I mean, you're not processing it, but you're hearing things.
I mean, I thought you were going to say something like the lungs or something like that. I mean, those are things, that literally don't rest, that much.
Not that much, but I'm just saying.
But it's everything is chilling.
Hearing to me is I'm hearing when I'm sleeping. I ain't not hearing.
Well, but you no longer do have deep sleep. You
no,
you have 15 minutes.
I wonder what it's like to sleep for like 6 or 7 hours just continuously.
Yeah,
man, I bet you.
People still do that.
Well, I know, but I would probably be afraid to go that deep in, because I know I would probably be dreaming and I'd probably wake up, man, completely out my mind.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So what happened to Sister Kyrene?
Yeah, she's hanging.
I thought she was gonna try to get on here,
She could maybe. Well, I was thinking if you wanted, we could open. If you wanted to try that experiment to open up the airwaves.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that too. But I just wanted to say hello to Kyrene, because I know she's in the midst of the boot camp. So I'm praying that she's doing well.
Yeah.
And that she will survive, the boot camp, So I just wanted to see some signs that she was alive. Like, she said, you say she's there, but I haven't seen her.
Yeah.
Where is she? Let me see her. Just making sure everything is cool, She'll be slipping me the note, help. Oh man. Coming across the airways. So.
Oh, she see, there she is. She said, thanks for
Oh, that's just a picture. We want to see the flush just to make sure you're all right. You know, is he working you too hard, or what is it? You're all right, you know? And
Here we got to pardon the turkey.
Oh, is that what he's doing? He barely can walk. The turkey in better shape than him.
Power vested in me as President of the United States. I pardon you. I pardon you this Thanksgiving. Go ahead, say something.
So what you gonna eat? Bologna?
There you go.
He said, "Go ahead, say something," and it gobbled. Like what they teach. Is this for like a Hollywood turkey? They taught it to gobble upon command when he.
Oh, really?
He told to gobble. Look at that. He was like, "You're supposed to say something." Like I might change my mind.
I pardon you this Thanksgiving. Go ahead, say something. There you go.
He said, "Go ahead and say something," and then as he's got his hand,
yeah.
You know, and it is like under like under pressure. I'm
Well, Andrea would be happy to see that.
Well, but that if they pardon that one, that means the other one didn't get pardoned. So
I didn't see the other one. There's another one out there.
Yeah, that's part of the ritual. They they pardon one of them. That's the one they're about to eat. Down there. Yeah, like he wants to. He like a good psychopath. He had to go and pet that one too.
Yeah,
dinner.
I want to get to know what's getting ready to be on my plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got the happy that this is a happy slave here. We got the
there.
And then we got the White House. We got the band that's always out of tune.
Yeah, the White House is full of happy slaves.
I got my stuffing waiting. And these this I love it. I love life. I'm up here. This is great.
I'm the president. I don't know who I am or what I'm doing, but I'm just here being told what to do.
What are you guys doing in my room? Get out of here, you thieving kids.
He's so dementia. He don't know that he's even there. Oh, goofball.
This is like I was about to say. How was so? If you could imagine the parasites inside this guy.
Oh man,
you got ancient parasites. It's just running.
They got parasites with hoods on. Man, that's where he's coming from.
I mean, listen to this. This is like a skit on a comedy. The music is terrible. This idiot comes out. This like Magoo. I'm surprised more people haven't made that connection. Like he's like Magoo president.
Yeah.
Out
well, you're making it, so so now we will start making it.
We'll start that. And just so goofy, man. Pus and mucus-based society. This is what people are trying to prop up like it's some kind of grand thing.
Yeah, this is the height of life in America right here. This is the guy. This is the surroundings. This is
one day you too, you could be president.
Or you could be in the midst of a president sitting in the audience.
Yeah, right. You could have me massaging your shoulders, whispering into your ear.
Oh man, this dude is. Oh man, it's almost laughable if it wasn't sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they weren't making decisions that's killing and, you know, talk about the genocide, you know, ain't nothing gonna have not, you know, none of the past genocides is gonna have nothing on what's coming. You know, if people don't stop drinking the Kool-Aid, it's gonna get rough. But
yeah,
you know, like we said, line in the sand. You know, we deal with.
Did you say you was gonna have people coming up? You're gonna try to do that.
I said it, but
okay, you didn't mean it.
But, you know, we say cook carrot. She's got a story. She said, my experience, my family and friends who are following the mainstream agenda or just following long-term behavior patterns, what they're told and taught in schools and family jobs, churches. They truly believe they are doing the right thing. And that's the thing. And where I'm like, okay, what does it take to raise the consciousness, you know, and we ask that not to try to force people into. Somebody had tried to accuse me of that on one of the posts, or trying to force people into this in the way we think and all that stuff. Is like, no, how, you know, and we're doing the best that we can, but how can we do better as a community? Because I've been putting out content for years, you know, and Brother Air's been doing it 40 years. I've been doing it almost 20 years, putting out this information. And so we need help. You know, we're not going to get that, like, you know, that we're not the fame and fortune type of influencers over here. You know, we don't have that type, because Mucusless Diet Healing System's too hard. You know, you can't have that type of trendy, you know, it's not like, you know, a good trend blows up and then disappears. You know, that raw till 4 disappeared because that was like a real strange trend.
You say raw till 4. I heard you talking about something yesterday on the meetup about, was that raw till 4 or something? It was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was like, so people went from 30 bananas a day and we're going to eat all these try to get all our calories with the fruit and eat you know, whatever. And then they're like, man, this is actually harder than we thought. So we're gonna be raw until 4 o'clock. Then we're gonna have cooked rice, and we'll have you know, spaghetti and and pizza and all that kind of stuff. And vegan, of course, but you know, so it was basically, instead of just, that's where transition diet could come to the rescue. It's like, okay, you learn something. You learn that it's hard to do what you thought what you made up and what you were trying to do. That's not that easy. So without, like, well, transition diet, well, I don't want to deal with that. Let's raw till 4.
Transition takes too long.
Yeah,
too long.
And they don't want to, instead of, you know, going all the way back to cooked white rice, we can't just, how about some baked bananas, some stewed apples, and some baked peaches or something? We can't. Nope, white rice. That, you know, all the way back to that. And so that's so this isn't as sexy as that. You know, we can't.
It's not. No, this isn't a sexy practice. This isn't from doing the enemas and getting the enemas down, you know, like hitting the bullseye. I call it. You gotta go through that period where you first start doing the enema. You gotta hit the bullseye. You gotta get to the toilet without, you know, it could be messy. So it's not sexy at all, you know. This is a work thing. This is as blue collar as it gets.
Yeah.
This is as blue collar as it gets. It's the work thing, and trying to use a little discipline about controlling what you put in your mouth. You don't have to eat every hour. You don't have to eat every 2 or 3 hours. You know, just getting that, you know, getting that idea comfortable with waking up and eating a breakfast and then a lunch and then a dinner and then something later. And I mean, it's just, you never empty your bowels. Your bowels are never empty with that kind of consumption.
Right.
So the bowel movement that you have could be the bowel movement from a day or two ago, or what you of some of the of 5% of what you probably ate. So when that term impacted 32 feet of impacted intestines, that's true. I mean, you just got this long roll all the way through you of nothing but just parasites, mucus, and pus.
Yeah. Yep. And so those that make the connection, that get it, that say, okay, and make that connection between the pain and suffering and unnecessary illness and all of that, and you come on this way, clean yourself, clean that ass, clean yourself up.
I wonder, is there anybody on the chat that has not been introduced to us, as far as what we do and just the whole mucus-free piece, or don't know who we are and just checking us out?
I mean, that's highly unlikely, but we can ask.
Well, I just asked. So I was just wondering.
The algorithms don't generally take us to anybody that doesn't always.
Yeah. I was just wondering if because they might have some interesting questions, like you nuts? You sound. Why are you talking about no protein and things like that? But
Jay said he just discovered us. I think that somebody was asked a question or ask if they could ask a question. So if you have a question, go ahead and ask it. And Hunter says more people need to know. That's true. More people need to know. I had put out on the Mucus-free-Life.com. I updated the old blog post, and I think I posted it up in the Facebook group.
Okay.
And Jay said just watched my video on the history of Thanksgiving. We've been doing this for a while, because this time of year I'm like, I gotta say something. This is
we'll probably be back around Christmas.
Right.
We'll be getting stuff off our chest around Christmas. So it's just like the same repetitive thing. We constantly complaining about the same thing.
Yeah. Or I'll share. I'll put a link to this article, because this is something good to where everybody can see the compilation. But this is the Mucusless Diet Healing System and Holiday Eating, and this is a picture of me with a big turkey leg going to town, and
oh wow, okay.
And this is just talking about the holidays. And then I have each one of these. There's probably more that I could add to this, but we got the 2013, the Happy ThanksKilling. This was kind of one of the first ones, if not the first one. And what got it, that was what's her name, that nut job, Palin, where she went to a slaughterhouse and talking about how fun it was to see these turkeys getting slaughtered on camera. And the dude that was actually slaughtering the turkeys was looking back at her like she was like crazy. Like I know I'm actually the one killing the animal, but you sound like you're nuts. So that was that. Then we had the part 2. Then the Black Friday. So oftentimes with the next day would go live and do a Black Friday episode, and which is pretty much what we're gonna do tomorrow. We got a podcast episode tomorrow with Eli, and yeah, so the Black Friday, and I would try to keep track of the death count, the death toll, because there was a website that would keep track of the death toll on Black Friday.
Morbid but true.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Yeah, so this is pretty much most of the videos. I'll probably post this one up in here once we're done here. Yeah, this was the 2019 where we were looking at the that was the Macy's day where they was all falling down, and
no wind. Well, it was too much wind or something. It was just ridiculous looking.
Yeah.
Like, let's just drag them down the street.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So did that answer the question? I guess. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there was a question. It was just letting us know that they had checked it out. And let's see. Jeff says, "You two are warriors of truth, but it's a war you can never win." Well, it's a war that we will see. What happens is you get. It's kind of like the Space is the Place movie. I know very few of you will get that reference, but basically, Sun Ra comes just to save a few people. Right. He comes down in his spaceship to Earth, and he talks to like thousands of people. He broadcasts out, and he talks to millions of people, giving them the chance. And there's like 4 people that join him on his ship, and they leave the Earth as the Earth basically implodes. And so that's kind of what this thing is like. Is it's like there's only gonna be a handful of y'all, probably. Some of y'all watching, and there's gonna be a handful of y'all. And then when we get on that spaceship, and not everybody's gonna make it on the spaceship, but
we're winning now.
Yeah,
we're winning now because we have accepted the practice of cleaning ourselves up and aligning ourselves with our nature. So that's a win-win.
Yeah. Jay asks if we're Israelites. Like, no. Practitioners of the Mucusless Diet Healing System.
No, not Israeliting.
Let's see. Hunter asks, what's the end goal of Mucus-free Lifestyle? What is it like for the person doing it? Well, I mean, part of everybody's goal is different. In terms of what you're trying to accomplish. I enjoy not looking at the ceiling of a hospital room. It's one of my goals is to never look at the ceiling of a hospital room, laying in a hospital bed. That's one of mine. Avoiding heart disease and cancers and strokes. It's pretty good kind of one. But then there's the loftier. That's sort of the middle self stuff. The higher self stuff is to clean the bloodline up, and so that my children's children, and really, I would say even children won't understand what disease is. Like, they just won't even like, you could try to explain disease to them, they won't be able to understand it because it'll be so far outside of their experience. See, we're all coming. I know exactly what that kid is going through with the croup cough. I lived through that constantly. Ear infections, blowing my nose all day, every day. Like, I live that lifestyle. I come from that disease type of experience, and I'm trying to get out of that. And it takes a major effort of all your focus, all your energy, because of how far down the rung we have taken ourselves in humanity. And so just to get that started, just getting that started, just cleaning the blood up, have some children, clean and put them on the transition diet. And by the time, hopefully, you get 2 or 3 generations down, your bloodline will be 100% disease free. That's the goal. And then let your bloodline repopulate the earth.
Well,
how many of these people aren't going to make it?
That's show. You said 2 or 3 bloodlines, boy. I'm saying like maybe
like 10 or 20.
I'm saying like 100 to 200 bloodlines down the generations, because as much as it done went this way, it's gonna take maybe more to even get it back. But
I think, and I'm not saying that that's the end. I'm just saying I think we can get to a point where the current concept of disease can be pretty
but
because we're already doing that.
We have to do this. We just have to do this. I mean, this is just we have to do this in terms of like you say, generations coming. I've had a child, so I've seen what that change does. A little step of that. You see, like with my son, he has problems, like he's still a knucklehead type of dude, but I ain't worried about him doing drugs or alcohol. He has no taste for that. Right. I'm not worried about him eating in a restaurant or going and order up a steak or whatever. I mean, he's so removed from that culture, and that's a part of it.
Right.
That's a part of of his normality. That's a part of trying to get them, those who come into this is normality. Mm-hmm. I don't need nothing dead to keep me alive. I don't, coming out of the womb, just craving fruit. That's when you know that they will, my son was eating fruit and things like that growing up out of the womb. So these are little steps. They're little steps.
Yeah, I mean that's because
we've started it.
Yeah. You started the process, and
yeah.
What we bring to the table, I think, is that perspective of, and that's what the transition diet helps do. Is put all of this into proper perspective.
We know,
work that
we know about the transition diet.
Yeah,
we know how to do this.
Yeah.
If we don't know how to do anything, we know how to transition off of mucus and pus.
Yeah.
And we struggle still.
Yeah.
But we know how to do it. We know the mechanics of how to do this properly and comfortably.
Right.
And when I say comfortably, you have to take that with a grain of salt,
Right.
It's comfortable, but might be a little
like, when we say comfortable, we mean like don't
tolerable.
Yeah. Like we don't be be bedridden for a year,
It's tolerable. You can get through it, But So that's that's what's happening with us, is that we just feel like we are obligated to start the process. We've been, the information got to us. We feel like I was telling somebody day before yesterday, about how it's almost like a mission, and somebody say, "What's your purpose in life?" A part of my purpose is making sure that everybody that comes in my midst, I can get to talk about the mucusless diet, and it's kind of a commitment to at least my mission or my purpose is to get that information past everybody at once, just once that I come in contact with. I'm only obligated to get it past them once. If they hear it once, and that's at least, I got it to them. I got the information of truth, what I think is the truth, to them, and I feel like that's an obligation of mine, that I've been living up to that. I'll swing a conversation so fast to talking about the mucusless diet, and I do it, and Spira knows I do it.
Yeah,
I will, so that's a mission of mine. Is I just feel obligated that everybody that I get a chance to talk to, if I can talk to them for a period of time, I can get that information past them, and at least I feel like, because some people don't have the truth ever pass by them in life.
Right.
It never passes by them. It never goes in one ear and even go out the other ear.
Even have the opportunity to go out the other. Right?
Or have the opportunity. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Right. So, I feel like that has been a purpose of mine, just to do that, man. I'm like real committed to that. And I do it at the drop of a hat,
Yeah.
And you'd be interested. It's interesting to see how that happens, in terms of just people talking to you at certain points.
Yeah, you never know.
You just never know.
Yeah, who's gonna pick up on it and do something with it?
Yeah. That's who's gonna take it somewhere?
All right.
And because I've had people that I've just had a casual conversation, and 2 years later, I hear from the family or the people, and it saved my life and did this and it did this, and man, you be like, wow, So that's why I've committed myself to that, to passing that word on, to inspire people to get the book, and just hear it, just hear it pass by you once, After that, you don't have to worry about me. I'm not going to be hammering it down your throat.
Right.
We only do that here.
Yeah, online. Yeah,
we come every time.
Yeah.
We're gonna just hammer it. Why aren't you controlling what you're putting in your mouth? That should be the question. Is why? And I could ask people on the chat, why is it that you can't control what you put in your mouth? Why is it that you have problems with that? Like up and downs, have good days, have bad days. Why do you think that is? So I'm asking you on the chats to chime in on that, just to see what people.
Yeah, I think now they're responding to somebody was asking about. So Arnold Arrett claimed that some herbs were mucus forming, like cayenne pepper. Well, it's not, you say they were mucus forming, but they're irritants. They can irritate the mucosa. But it depends on how you're using it and what it is.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it depends on because it's almost like at the right time in the right place. That can be the stimulant that you need. That could be, so I mean it's kind of,
Yeah. So that's why we're not when people find, they get surprised that when it comes to what we actually recommend you eat or what we ate at different periods, they're surprised because like, really, you ate that? It's like, yeah, it's called the transition diet.
Hey, boy, don't get us to talk about how bad it can get.
Yeah, right. Right.
I don't even want to bring it up.
No, yeah, we both.
Where I've been,
we got horror stories.
Oh man,
we can tell.
Oh my God. Yeah. Let's don't even go there. So yeah, it can get, because this is a drug. This is an addiction that goes thousands and thousands of years into your bloodstream. That's in your body. This is the blood is the immortal piece of you. And that bloodline could go back as long as it's immortal.
Yeah.
And so when you're talking about reconstructing that bloodstream that has that kind of, I mean, we're talking about the filth.
Mm-hmm.
When you find yourself having a taste for dinosaur,
mm-hmm. Right?
You wonder where the taste comes. Well, got a taste for
woolly mammoth.
Prehistoric menus.
Yeah. It was like, I want some woolly mammoth. deep fried woolly mammoth. That kind of thing.
So I mean, you don't know where these cravings, man, and it's a heavy thing, man, and that's why the practice is so deep. With give thanks for the lemon enema.
Check this out. This Reese posted this up.
Okay.
The research and development team. This is like a beautiful. This is gonna be Eric Day 2025 or 2024.
Right.
Like this is the vibe right here, because this is lemons and grapes, is lemons all over this thing.
Oh wow.
And this is
so what is that? I mean, what's
it's a banquet.
But I'm saying who's that conscious?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where he found it. He had to say.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
we need to hire them.
We need to, like, man, y'all want to come there every day.
Yeah. Or we find this location wherever this is.
Yeah.
It's by the ocean
side.
Yeah. And it looks like there's several sides. Like this is just one side, and because there's over at the left, you can see where there's a whole other row.
Oh yeah. It looks like is that like that's like a covering? I mean, like a
yeah.
So yeah, that's it's definitely people with resources out there.
Yeah.
The problem is that those who practice the mucusless diet don't have the
resources. Yeah. Right.
We got the consciousness, but we just don't have the resources. So maybe somebody will come along,
or we're gonna come along at the
Well, that's a possibility.
We're gonna figure something out, and
that's a possibility too.
We're gonna have some the next. I'd say maybe in 4 weeks we're gonna have some things to bring to the community. So everybody be waiting, be ready.
Some
opportunities for folks to like, take this next level thing. We're gonna do that together.
Well, I talked to somebody today who was talking about doing an Eric event besides the Eric Day event. We have been talking like meeting more between between Eric Day, so it's a real possibility I'll be letting you know more about this. That around March into April, maybe.
All right.
But they wanna have something. It's a possibility that we might have another, a gathering, and might happen. So this was discussing it today. So
Reese said he found the pic randomly, but we could easily create that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We have the visual. It's like everybody but us has got that visual touch. That's their artistry as they make rooms and set places real pretty. And that's not us. Me and Prof, we gotta, we'll have a bowl, a big plate,
forks and knives on the table, just slamming it down like these.
Like a 15-year-old bowl, and
Well, I mean, we do have some decorative people who, the Azra, he likes to decorate his plates, and Michael Flathour, Andrea, I see her do some real decorative stuff. Nina,
no mucus, please. I like what she's doing on her.
She's throwing down, and so I mean, we definitely have people in place. So when we get those venues going,
and Kyrene did this year. She did the Arid Day decorations.
Okay.
And, So we have the decoration type of people. That was just always something for me and me and you we're bad about that, because when people say, then they come when to talk about the decoration budget, and we're like, why is it gotta be? Is that expensive to do that?
Well, I mean, we
go to Goodwill. Just get you.
I mean, you remember the discussion? You remember the discussion we had about the bags?
Yeah. It's like, we're but that's why I'm at the point where I just like, all right, y'all take care of that. Do that. Y'all focus on that part. And
so I mean, we have our fortes that we concentrate on, and other folks
we're a team, and we know how to delegate.
Delegate. Like you do that, and we'll we just show up and do what we do. But that's, like I say, resources will happen. Maybe Jay-Z might start practicing the Mucusless diet. Come to Arid Day.
I don't think he's not gonna be the one. I don't think
he's not gonna turn his back on parasites, mucus, and pus. He's not gonna turn his back on that, because that's what's paying him.
I mean, they find one hip hop guy that's halfway conscious about diet, and they kill him.
Oh yeah.
They don't even.
Well, you know how that goes, man. It's like if they think he has any influence over those, and the thing is that he's not gonna really influence that many anyway. Really.
But they don't want to take that chance.
They don't want to take that chance, right.
Because I mean, think about it though. Like I have to, when you bring up Sabi, if it wasn't for Left Eye, I don't know if we'd be talking about Sabi. I don't know if that. I mean, he like that. If his Left Eye Lopez.
Yeah, I mean that was a part of that. The people kind of she kind of put him
and
on the
somebody
map.
else that didn't make it, that was like
well, left out
mysterious alcohol or the mysterious car accident
and
whatever.
Sadie didn't make it.
Yeah.
But
so that's what happens if you have too much influence and you even talk a little bit about this stuff, then they're gunning for you. But we're safe because there's not a lot of people that know about it. So
well, I mean,
we're good.
There's not a lot of people who's gonna commit to practicing this.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that because this is like some work. So it'd be like, we'll just be vegan. We'll just be vegan. We'll be happy with that.
We'll be vegan. Take my child to the hospital and hope and pray they can give them a vegan meal.
Oh yeah, well they got vegan meals there now. We know. We seen the video of is this the hospital with the vegan meals for the children? Sure, come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah, we have,
and that'll be that'll be praised once they'll get the impossible meat. They'll sign the contract with Bill Gates. They'll get all the impossible meat in there and the lab grown. That's really what they'll do. Is I think the hospitals are waiting for the lab grown meat to catch on, and once they institutionalize the lab grown meat, then they'll be like, oh, it's vegan meat,
and we can make tons of that.
Yeah. Each
without,
hospital will grow their own. They'll grow their own meat. They won't grow their own vegetables and fruit.
No,
they'll grow their own meat though.
We cut the butchers completely out of here.
Yeah.
No more butchers. Just give us a factory. We can package this stuff, send it out straight to the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
it's what'd you say? It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yep.
Oh man. So yeah. I don't know. Did anybody ever answer that question that I was asking?
Which one?
The one I don't even remember now.
I mean, we were responding to one you was asking about the addiction or somebody. Let's see. Yeah, there was. Oh, here's Sky said, when Brother Air asked, when I can't control what I put in my mouth, I notice that any amount of salt is consumed, it brings back cravings the next day and starts the snowball. Yeah. That's why I recommend cutting salt out, and I cut salt out pretty. Just early.
It's so much sodium in things that people buy.
Right.
You gotta be conscious about reading that stuff. My son grew up kind of real conscious about reading stuff on the labels and things.
Mm-hmm.
And some things have real excess amounts of sodium, and some things just have just a touch of sodium. But it's that salt is wicked, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you use it in the shaker, like after you make your food and you sprinkle it over it, you got that too.
Mm-hmm.
That you're putting salt on kale and things that don't need salt, that don't have salt in them. And you'd be surprised and what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
As far as how many practitioners have salt problems.
Yeah.
Can't put down the salt.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of serious cats who've been practicing who have that salt, who just love that salt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's a heavy thing. So try to just go less if possible.
Yeah,
And if you can kind of wean it out slowly.
And
I
that's
just stopped. It never was a problem for me. I just stopped. Just putting it in the house, buying it in the house. It was just, just stop. So, then you can find all these spices, man, and herbs and stuff that give you any kind of flavor you want on things. If you into that. But,
well, and then you got dulse, which I know you never got into, but that I got into that. And that's,
no, I never got into dulse.
That's definitely a good salt replacement if you're really having trouble, because there's none of the symptoms. It's like salty tasting, but none of the symptoms that you get when you get salt.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I mean, as simple as Miss Dash.
Yeah, Miss Dash, onion powder, garlic powder.
Yeah, stuff. I mean, that, so I don't know. It's just be mindful of that with the salt thing. Just really, so.
Yeah, that's Hunter asked, do you suggest removing toxins doing foot baths? So how? No, we're not a foot bath people. We're a lemon juice and distilled water internal bath people.
Just do the foot baths because they feel good.
Well, yeah, I mean that's yeah.
Do them because it just feels good to do them, So, I mean, if you think you're going to get out all the mess in your colon through the foot.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things they've marketed that, and they kind of, they do those impressive videos where they, they'll show somebody getting all this like brown and all this stuff out of their feet, and it's like that's not
gonna. I mean, like you say, do the foot stuff because it's good to stimulate your feet and it just feels good.
Yeah, reflexology on the feet. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but don't think you're gonna clean the intestines,
right?
By soaking your foot in the water for a few minutes. You gotta get in there with that squirt. You gotta get the life support. You gotta get me and the core to come to your house.
Yeah.
We will go up in you if you need us to. So. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of work to do, a lot of work to be done.
Yes. And please keep this hate in your heart for the day of ThanksKilling. Hate it like somebody is trying to,
like someone's trying to murder your family.
Yeah. Be that angry. And so.
And that's actually, I guess that was a movie called that was a horror. It was a horror movie called Happy ThanksKilling, of course. Or no, it's just called ThanksKilling.
Oh, really?
And it looks like a old low budget horror movie from the 80s or something. Oh, and it had a sequel. ThanksKilling.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Is that it's ThanksKilling?
ThanksKilling, yeah. With it's like looks like a killer turkey, like that. Like that's the premise. Is this killer turkey takes a chainsaw and starts chopping up the people that is trying to eat it.
Yes. Oh wow, we might have to
do a review of that movie.
Yeah.
Do a review of it.
That'll when we get to Eric Village, we'll have movie day.
Movie screen. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So we'll have an eye theater. Yeah. The animals get back.
Yeah. We'll put together. We'll put together our movies. We'll start producing our own movies.
Our own movies. Yeah. That's deep.
Yeah.
Well, but think about all the stuff that is so obscure. But to make a movie, it costs money.
Yeah. But think about how many. There's just so many movies that nobody ever will see.
That's what I'm saying is all this financing that's going on into buffoonery.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are trying to build something that is elevating the human spirit and the human body and we can't get enough resources to put it to get it going like we want it to go as now. We're gonna make it happen, of course. But just so much of those obscure movies, $200,000 or $300,000, $100,000 to make this. It's just they're just throwing money out the window not getting any kind of returns on it.
No. Here's another one. I talked about this one on the YouTube channel some years ago. This is The Stuff. This was sort of like a knockoff of The Blob, but it was like basically mucus. They eat this mucus and then they get possessed and kill. And so I was like, well, this is kind of
That's real life. This
is real. This is pretty real life type of movie here.
Like where I live at, in Cincinnati, Avondale, Walnut Hills, all those communities, Lockland, Lincoln Heights. Yeah, they eat mucus and then they kill. Okay, that's the reality I live in.
Right. Yep. This is real. This is almost more like a documentary than a horror movie. We live the horror movie part. We're living it now. We're living the dystopian,
for real, man. Did we ever think it would get to this? But I think we did. I think
we did, but
I think we kind of called it years ago, and we kind of prepared ourselves on certain levels to be willing to okay, let's go. If we're gonna fight, let's get it on with this big romance. Let's go, man. 'Cause I'm not gonna lay dormant while you try to murder me and my family. It's on, Jack.
Because 1984 vibe being in Austria. I know they're not the first, but this is one of the first of the Western countries to basically mandate and force vaccination upon the entire population of their country. So if you refuse the vaccine, is for $4,000 fine. If you're not vaccinated by February, $4,000 fine.
And okay, you pay the $4,000. Then what happened?
Well, you probably to pay again next month. They're not gonna just let you go free, because like what they were doing in where was that? Was it Thailand? I think Vadim, if you there, put that in the chat. The first place that had it, but it's like a felony if you don't get. So you can refuse it, but then they arrest you, take you to just a two-year jail sentence in that country if you don't get the vaccine. And so and
they're not throwing you out the country, are they?
Well,
I mean,
no. The operative
like,
question.
let me leave the country.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The operative question: can I leave? You know, and so this is giving Austrians a couple months to leave, basically, like okay, either get out or you're gonna get this jab.
Well, you know, everything is tested before it comes to America. So this is what they're trying to pull. And so are we willing to get that down in the dirt with it? I
mean, you know? we're in the process of taking steps and measures that are private. But we're taking them, and we're gonna be ready for whatever's happening. You know, we're gonna put ourselves in a position to just leave us alone. You know,
leave us alone. Yeah.
And
that's heavy.
Yeah, I think that was the mass inoculation campaign. Yeah, well, because some of these places they have a quarantine for everybody. They like forced lockdown, mandatory quarantine for everybody. It looks like Thailand lifted the mandatory quarantine for fully vaccinated people a couple weeks ago. But you know this, and then we see people in Australia getting beat, getting beat down by the cops. Like, what you know?
Yeah, man.
They out here looking like America over there. Like, what's this? They out here giving that good old Billy Club type of reminder. So it's.
You think Brother Joe from Australia, you think he's a fighter like that? Like he's gonna, if it comes down to it.
But I can see they'll be dragging him off, trying to, try to.
Oh, Brother Air.
They had to do like on the.
He can talk to you about it. It's Professor Spira. Call him. My cat.
They're gonna do.
I think he would.
Well, he's smart enough. He'll have a plan. He'll figure something out. So he don't end up like this dude that they followed him up on top of the.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Your job description. Does your job description describe that? Like, okay, if he gets on the roof, you go on the roof.
Like it's like they had roof duty. She didn't. She's down here. She didn't.
Yeah, like okay, you go up.
Not authorized. They had the roof duty. Like that's by any means necessary. See, they're ready to do whatever it takes by any means necessary. Are you?
Yeah. Are you? Because they all dressed in their little sterile clothes and they coming for you. They, they're that brainwashed to be to because these jobs that they get like a certain amount of hour to be that committed.
Yeah, that's just another day at the office.
To be that committed. This is, see how sick that is?
Yeah. Well, they love their work,
Oh, wow.
It is. Tyrants love to be tyrants.
Yeah. These are the monsters. These are the monsters that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
There's no reasoning. You can't sit down and try
you can't have a conversation. No.
There's no reasoning with them. So what's next? Okay. You wanna be over here, you wanna hang. Well, yeah, come on, mucusless diet, come on, and okay. So now when you say don't get scared if it gets too real. Now when it gets real.
Yeah. Because like this video, this is old. I think this is in the UK. is basically for anybody that comes in on an aircraft. This was like a 14-day quarantine or something. It's
stupidity. It's just this pure stupidity of fear and just profound ignorance. Just, you know, the people we live around.
Yep, like all these people, well, maybe not. They're gonna sit down for some type of big meal. You know, once they get out of their 14 days of service here at the airport correctional facility.
Say that one more time. How stupid did that sound?
The airport correctional facility. That's
hell no.
This dude's got his hand behind his back like he's handcuffed. He's not.
Hell no, man. I mean, it's just getting so sick. I mean, it's just so sickening. Just look at how stupid we're treating each other, man. And it's you know. They say if you believe in God, this is godliness. So all these faith-based people, and they would claim they believe in God and they believe in their whatever faith. I mean, you talk to most of them, they're, oh man, I'm very spiritual. And I'm you know, this.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can find yourself doing this. So that's how mucus and pus creates that amnesia that you just completely are in a psychopathic normality of state of mind. You just, you know, you just don't say that the abnormal has defined what normality is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what Sky was asking about. Video. Yeah, so if you listen to the audio, it is basically this guard was trying to the video is taken by a journalist that's trying to ask this guy just a question like what's going on, and this little guard that gets paid like $5 an hour basically just was coming up just in his little tyrant type of thing, trying to not let the dude talk.
Right. They are not prisoners. I'm having a conversation with him. No, I'm talking to him.
You don't need permission. We're outside.
It's like
we're outside.
Permission.
You know, I mean, and this was months ago. I mean, it's got way worse since this. This was like
it's bad, man. Yeah. I mean, you say it's bad. It's bad. It's like sad. Cause I wanna, you know, like have this for a better word, this love for humanity and love for people. Cause I love to be around people. We're artists. We love to play music, make people feel good, make people see something, feel something. And it's like, it's just taking all that kind of desire away from me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want to do art?
Yeah. It's.
Do you even want to? I mean, like, why would you want to do art in an environment of zombieism?
Well, but that's why we building our environment.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
because we already, you know, it was already not a lot of people that like the type of art that we like anyway.
Well, I mean that's you know, but we never cared about that. But
yeah.
But now it's to the point where it's almost like,
well, yeah,
just being very touchy and really very cautious about who you bring into your midst.
Right.
You know, like, and we've never been like that. You know, we've never been those standoffish type of people. And now we're being forced to just like not really even want to be bothered. Yeah. You know, just just stay away from us, you know, and you know.
Here's some there's a couple pictures from Eric Day. McLemon.
McLemon. I wonder who that is.
Yeah.
I didn't know who that was at first. I was trying to figure out who was up under that, and then I figured it out. But
yeah, we'll keep the secret alive.
Yeah.
And people be going through the pictures. Okay, well, it's not him. It's not, because they're all in the pictures.
Right. They have to do. Yeah.
This was a Michael selfie when he was doing it.
That was the food prep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's brother Air over there. This was
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Everybody but me. I don't know where I'm at. I'm probably in the back. Yeah. That was this was I did a little face mask demonstration in in my talk. So I had to be
came out
safe.
like that. It was right before you came out, right?
Yeah. I had to be protected.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we were just talking about that today, about that environment that Eric Day was in, and having that every weekend, you know, like that kind of, because the people who were talking to me about it was saying, man, it was just, you know, like they wanted that, like every day that they left, they was like, man, this is what I want to be around every day. I want to be here every day.
Yep.
And so that's where the conversation came.
And that's what we're working on, is that.
Create
our environment, and to the point where you can choose to participate or not at all in this thing out here and all this nuts kind of thing. You can, you know, that's more like a missionary effort. So when we leave the grounds, it's gonna be like okay, this is a missionary, go out and try to, you know, save a few souls, and then going back, because I mean, walking. I got to anybody that's seen Walking Dead season 1. I mean, that's a good to study, because
well, you know what's new in my life, that somebody sent me a movie. Suggested I watch a movie. I had to end up getting Netflix, because I wasn't a member, so I ended up getting.
Okay, so you got Netflix now.
Okay. So okay, in my watching Netflix, kind of plugged me in on what's on TV now.
Right. Yeah.
Man, I was just completely shocked. Like, this thing got this. I mean, it's just sickening. I mean, man, and there's no doubt. Like, it really explained a lot about the citizens that I'm around, because I know most of them are watching this stuff. And I'm like, okay, now I get it. Now I see what social.
Like, which things are you talking about? Or like, what came up in your feed? There's so much stuff on there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, they had TV, movie. I mean, you can,
like, you know, real housewives of.
I mean, that was there. I watched. What did I watch? A thing called Iron Fist.
Okay.
That was like I guess it was like a superhero guy.
Yeah.
In reality, I mean, it was, and what else was I watching? What was that? Jabberville or something like that. It was about a gangster guy got into the protection program over in Holland. And so he ends up going over there and hooking up with a bunch of those cats from Holland and kind of showing them how to be gangsters and creating his own little environment over there with a new name.
Oh, I think I see. I know
the guy. I think that's Steven Van Zandt. The guy who was in the Sopranos, who's out.
Yeah.
Guitar player for Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
I think that's him who's the star of this, and it was just stupid. I mean, it was like, man, and they're just cussing up a storm.
And I mean,
men kissing men and women. I mean, it was just, oh man, I was like, and the one movie I checked out that I couldn't stand was that thing with called. It's a cowboy movie that's out now. The black cowboy movie.
Oh, Django Unchained.
Not Django. Aldris Albert. Or I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but oh man, it was just I couldn't even watch through half. It was just so goofy and stupid. And I mean, all it is just shooting, killing. You know, and so when you have this much killing on television, when you because I don't have a television, I ain't had a television since the 90s. So when you just exposed to that much of death culture, the normality of it subconsciously affects you, and you don't even know when that's pulling out of you. When you're doing certain things that. You know what I mean? It's just so much killing and so much demonstrativeness and talk and morality issues and just, you know, it's like, man, this is so. I only got it for 1 month, so you could be sure I'm not gonna renew it.
Well, you can watch the there's that weird kind of Lee Morgan documentary.
I watched that.
Yeah,
I watched.
There's like 5. There's like 4 jazz related things on.
Yeah. I watched that.
They used to have the Jocko thing.
Well, I'd seen that. I'd seen
that.
Yeah, and the Lee Morgan thing with his wife.
Yeah, that's just a.
Yeah, she was like, I didn't mean to. Okay.
Oops.
All is forgiven, you know.
Yeah. Like,
you know.
Yeah.
So I seen that, and I watched a few. They had one called Time Out or something like that. It was all these drum set players. Chad, guy who played for Hot Chili Peppers, Cindy Blackman, this other chick. It was about, and they just, you know, it was all right, but you know. So yeah, man. So you know, just getting a taste of that, man, was just really kind of an eye opener. I didn't know television had gotten that raunchy. And it explained a lot to me about human behavior that affects me when I'm around people. I see certain traits and characteristics that I didn't know that was, and now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. You know, I'm getting the connection. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing. They're you know, this is what's coming out of that. So yeah, man, take your television and throw that shit out the window, man, because that shit is just I mean, you are not gonna be practicing the mucusless diet consuming that crap. You just are. I mean, it's gonna if you watch too much of that, it's gonna take away from your motivation.
Well, it's the same thing with the deck, because it's not a blanket just, to like throw your computer TV type. It's like controlling what, like having a purpose for what you watching and controlling it. If you're in an educational mindset, you're gonna find that content because
I'm like, what would I want that for? And I got an internet. I'm like, shit. I mean, I just can't see I got the internet. The hell I want television for? I mean, that, and then, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get you got internet. Why would you want this? I mean, because at least on the internet, I can control it. Like if you got Netflix, you can go to it. Right. But then when you got television, you got all these commercials and
you're paying for it anyway. Yeah, that's the funny thing is because you're paying the cable thing. Very few
man, and them cable bills. I used to sit and watch people when I would go and pay an internet bill years ago, and I would sit there and listen to people's cable bill and be $300-$400, $250, $300. I mean, I was like, man, there's just no way that I could. I mean, one cable bill was more than all of my bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They were paying more than all of my bills. I was like, damn. You gotta have that cable. You gotta have access to all that mess on television. Yeah, because they're addicted.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the stuff it's not all created equal. There's some a lot worse than other stuff. And
so, can you still buy a television? Like, if you go buy a television, just plug it in. Are you going to get something?
It would have to have the right antenna on it. It had to have a digital receiver, and you could get like a few channels or something probably.
Oh, okay.
And it'll be shoddy. It wouldn't be. But yeah, you could think there's still a few digital signals that's out there, but you have to have the right. And a lot of people, they have an old TV, they have to, or even newer TV, because not all TVs have that on it.
So you gotta pay for like CBS and NBC and ABC.
Most people do, but because they just buy cable. That's just what you have. If you're going to go down that TV road, you do cable. I
don't do cable. I have not missed it. There's nothing, man. Just watching these TV shows that I have been watching this past week.
Or you'll have something like that. Now they have access. Like each outlet has these access. Like CBS for 20 whatever they are, 10, 15. They all have their own Netflixes. Where they like, okay, if you want to watch our stuff, you have to come here. And so there's like the Peacock for NBC and CBS on demand, and Disney has one, and ESPN. They all have their own little thing. So now what's happening is that's the new cable. So there's some things that will try to aggregate all of those together for one price, like you would with cable. Now you can aggregate and get the CBS on demand and the NBC Peacock and Disney Plus, and you can get all that at once, and Hulu or whatever. And and so I mean it is what it is. It went where it went. But my thing is a lot of the it's just really critiquing the specific content, because things that are real popular. So when you talk about these these I mean just pure garbage type of show, like Real Housewives of all these different cities, that's so popular. There's like 10 cities. They didn't just stop with like Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of this, Real Housewives of there, all over the world.
Then I looked at
it's like in the morals and the values that's in that entire thing is just it's like putting on a pedestal fakeness, like this, just all, like
yeah,
let's airbrush, like, but this is the height. This is the best you can be in society.
Right.
If you're not, if you don't fit into this, you're nothing. Just go on the street and do your heroin. If you don't fit into this, as they say, keeping up with whoever they say, whoever got the like who got the most lip injection this week. There, put them up. Like, I want to put, that have my little children, my little girls looking up to the, who's got the most lip injection, who's got the best boob job, the best I get the thighs but who's the most plastic human. That's what we want to know. That's who wins. That's who they make you think is winning.
I even went to the comedy, little sitcoms, the Jamie Foxx's or the Marlon, just to see, what's my guy's name, the other comic. Boy, these things are not funny at all.
Well, no, of course not.
I mean, and these supposed to be, these, some of them was on for 4 and 5 seasons. I'm like, man, this is just, I used to think that some of the, growing up, but I guess, consciousness changes. But I'm still into a good joke if it's funny.
Yeah, the soul sitcom, that, like, the comedy sitcom thing, that's been over for decades.
Man, it was sick.
That's been over for
trying to sit
decades.
there and watch people who have been funny, and you'd be like, this is not funny. Why would this even be on? But I don't know. It's so, yeah. It gave me a perspective of reality that I had no clue about, because I just, but I suspected where all this buffoonery and people's actions, the stupidity of society.
Yeah. Another good one. You got to bring up, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. So they get all these people together, and then we're going, okay, each one of you will have a date with this person, and the goal of the whole game is to be the one selected to be married to whoever is the main character. So what's so special about that person, where it's like this person got chosen to be
now, do they actually get married?
They actually get married. They usually get divorced within the first year, statistically. But I think most of I'm sure some didn't go through with it, but a lot of them, they get married, and it happens on camera, and that's part of the contract.
Yeah, I remember some of that stuff back in the 90s when I did have a television, like Survivor. Is that
it's still there. Yeah, and I actually had a cat that I went to school with that was on Survivor. That he was on a season.
What about the America's Most? America's Got Talent.
All that. That's all alive and well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, America's Got and there's a bunch of those shows now. There's like America's Got Talent and The Voice and Dancing with the Stars.
They had on Netflix, they had a Def Comedy Jam type of celebration of the people who started it, and then it was just a room full of parasites as far as I was concerned in there, from Russell Simmons to and these are all the people I grew up watching television and knowing that these folks, I knew Russell Simmons. I was back there in the day where he was running around trying to be who he was. So to watch that, Martin and Steve Harvey and all these people up on, it was just like, boy.
Yeah. Well,
this is what they think is successful. This is, you know, I mean, it's like this is what they actually believe is the creme de la creme, the crop of the crop, the best of the best.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is what's put on the pedestal, given all of the resources, all of the adulation, you know, all the love, all the, you know, that's what it is. It creates this
Man,
you know, the class system, you know, the way it's that people,
I mean,
the happy slave type of dynamic. People, the plebs, as it were, are able to vicariously live through these celebrities. Yeah, the
all these guys, they had feminized the way they was dressing, man, tighter pants than the women.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh man, this is just, you know, it was mostly all black because this was a black thing, and the women and the comedians thought they were funny about cussing and talking about just stupid stuff.
Now, did you catch the what's the name of that? I mean, that'll show you where the younger people are. The what's Wild and Out? Was that the name?
No, I didn't see none of that.
Yeah, that's you can find that on. That's not on Netflix. That's all like YouTube. But I think it's on. It's an MTV. You know, one of their non-music type of. I guess but they have. You know, they do like battle rapping, and they'll have it's a big hip hop culture type of.
Don't get me to talking about rapping, because
you
know, I'm just not.
Yeah, it's got the we're waiting on the Sabi documentary from Nick. where's the documentary at? He was supposed to take over doing the Dr. Sabi documentary.
Who? Oh, Cannon.
Yeah, he's the host of this.
Oh, okay. I thought he got in trouble or something, didn't he?
I mean, he went through something, yeah, but
yeah, but those are the people that
I wonder how the 2020 tour went. I said, I wonder how the 2020 tour went for a while. I bet that tour didn't happen. They promoted it.
Oh, okay.
In 2020.
But this is who they assign value to, man. And I guess if you are hip and
I mean, this, because I can see this show. I mean, this would be like what the kids, like the young people, if you're a teenager, you want to be a part of this. Like, these are the cool kids.
Yeah, but the teenagers are not being influenced by teenagers. I mean, Nick Cannon's when were
they? They've never been. It's always been that dynamic with me, where it's always been like, if you're a teenager, then you're watching shows.
So was Soul Train a bad thing to watch growing up? I mean, he came out, he presented talent, they performed, and you know, he might have sold some blowout combs or something and some Duke hairspray, but was it that damaging to, you know, the people, the young people had new dances that they were turning people on to all over the country. It affected, you know, people.
Yeah, well,
you know, I'm talking about the television that I watched. Even though it's always been a social engineering tool, I understand that comes with age and more consciousness. Okay, I get that, and I've worked on myself. You know, I've worked on myself, and I am a good person. You know what I mean? It's like, I've done that. I've tried to get it together through that kind of social engineering that I did go through by, you know, watching the Andy Griffith show and all the stuff I grew up with. But
I mean, it's just, you gotta control. You know, you can either control the media or the media is controlling you. I mean, it's that simple. When I was getting into the diet, I was watching. I mean, I would sit and I was getting college courses and watching lectures. I'm in school going to lectures. I'm getting DVDs of lectures on all types of subjects. not sitting around watching. I'm watching documentaries, you know, like
all of my documentaries,
all your stuff, you know, all the. And so I mean, it's just a choice.
Yeah.
That, so you can get caught up in the, you know, because I mean, I was pretty much done with regular TV since 2000. 2001. Once I left and I went to college, that was it. I was done, you know. And that was
sports is another thing. I mean, I haven't, you know, the sports thing. I couldn't even tell you who's the sports people. You know, I mean, I hear the LeBron James and I hear the names. I see it on YouTube. See little, you know, on my YouTube feed. I see things, but as far as watching, I mean, I haven't watched a game of. You know, football, especially football. I mean, I don't have a clue about that sport at all. I did watch a little bit of I wanted to see the documentary, the Jordan thing.
Oh yeah, was that the Last Dance?
The Last Dance, yeah. I watched.
Yeah.
I didn't even get through that. Where I was like, this dude is just, you know, he's playing basketball, and so what? You know, it's like, okay, all right, it's here we go. This is like the pinnacle of assigning value to really a know nothing and a do nothing. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And here he is with resources, and he hadn't done anything.
Like a bill. I think he's a billionaire. I think.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything with it. You know, you ain't going to the Michael Jordan Cultural Center. We're not gonna walk in that no time.
Yeah, Michael Jordan. The libraries and.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna. No, he's somewhere playing golf and.
Yeah, I mean he's got some restaurants. I think I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, plenty of. He probably owns the cattle and the land that they grow the lamb and the lamb chops and all that. So I mean, you know, this dude is, like I say, it's always. You know, they always elevate those who don't have the consciousness, and those who have the consciousness never get elevated to the point where they have resources to do some work with. So
$1.6 billion. He's a billionaire, Mr.
Wow,
Air Jordan.
Isn't that a nice number that doesn't mean a rat's ass to me or you?
Mm-hmm.
Those numbers.
Yeah.
Because he's giving it right back to his oppressor.
Oh yeah.
That's where all that will go, right back to his oppressor. So, I mean, this is who we assign value to. You know, this, then that's the problem. This is the mucus and pus addiction. You know, so yeah, man, it's like you say, it's bad. It's bad. So
yeah,
man, we haven't been on here for long enough, man. I don't know if anybody's asking one last thing or we can answer maybe, but other than that, we don't want to bore you. We don't want y'all falling asleep on us.
Yeah. It's we had to get in our tradition. This is a ThanksKilling tradition.
Yeah, we hate it. We hate it. Hate it. Like, hate it. Hate it. Yeah. Hate all the people who participate. You know.
Yeah.
Hate it. We hate it.
All the slaughterhouse workers that slaughter the turkey.
Yeah, we hate it. We hate it. We just, you know, we hate it. So, you know, coming to a town near you to hate. We're coming to hate.
Yeah.
You know.
The mucus haters ball.
Yeah. 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 We hate it. We very, it's very distasteful, and it's not sophisticated, and it's slum, and it's ghetto, and it's psychopathic. You know, you're insane. You're totally insane if you celebrate ThanksKilling. You're totally insane. You've lost it, you know, and so nothing good to say about it. Nothing good to say about you who are celebrating. So what is let's call it like it is, a celebration of ignorance.
Yep.
Celebration of ignorance.
Yep. There's plenty of that to go around. Yep. That's it. So, well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. And again, we shared a little earlier, invite everybody to check out our band website, firemusicproject.com. And also, we have the, let me share this. I didn't mention that the sponsor, if you want to protect yourself online, then and you want to also support the show, get yourself NordVPN through our link, and that helps us. And I only talk about products that I literally think everybody should have this, because this is something that if you want to protect your privacy, you don't want to be watched, have somebody later on come and be trying to comb through your information, or to have hackers come in and mess with your stuff. You want to have a VPN on a lot. And so so I checked that out, NordVPN. But so this is right at midnight we're gonna end it. Black Friday. Okay. You know, let's hope for, you know, the hunger games of Black Friday, that not too many tributes are trampled and died.
Yeah. We don't wish the best. We don't wish no death on anybody over a flat screen.
Right.
You know, this material mythology has to be put to bed, and it has to cease. And well, there's some material you can buy.
Yeah, there's 11 hours. Yeah, the Ultimate Music Bundle, 11 hours of consciousness expanding, life-changing music. Check that out. I mean, and it's at a real sweetheart price for that whole bundle. And that's what.
And keep tuned to. We're gonna let you know about something that we just talked about, as far as something might be coming up in March or April. About another gathering, so that's something that we start to talk about. So it'll be good, man. Look up. So I enjoyed this, man. This was cool. I got a lot off my chest. You know.
Yeah, another one in the books.
Yep. We are. You say. What we got behind is clean that ass.
Clean that ass. So I guess we're gonna roll that over to Clean That Ass 2022. That's gonna hashtag Clean That Ass 2022
until all the asses are clean. We're not gonna stop. Stop that as our mantra until all the asses are clean. So all right.
Until until all the asses are clean, you know.
But we won't stop, you know. We won't stop. You know.
All right, everybody. So until next time, peace, love, and breath.
Peace.